as far zoomed in as you can get right there. Zoom out.
Oh God, this looks just like they're all
Hey, Jason! Jason! Looks so mad, doesn't
Good evening. Welcome to the commencement ceremony of the Kenton High School class of 2009. Please stand in honor of our country as the band plays the national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Kenton City Schools, Mr. Doug Roberts.
Thank you, Mr. Abbott. Parents, friends, families, educators, and especially the graduating class of 2009. It is my great privilege to welcome you to Kenton High School in Robinson Field for our 2009 commencement program. Honestly, this might be the brightest class we've ever graduated. The end of a high school career is always a mixed time of opposites. At some times, as graduates, you want the freedom of being adults. At others, you want the security of being a child. For us educators, it is a happy time because we are glad to see the fine young ladies and gentlemen you've grown into. But it is also a sad time for us because you will be leaving us and moving on to other endeavors. For you, it is a happy time because you're moving on to other endeavors. But it is a sad time because you will be leaving a lot of your friends. This is the last time that all the class of 2009 will ever be assembled together. Some will move far away, never to return. Others will live close, but choose not to return. Still others may no longer be with us. When you leave tonight, say your goodbyes carefully. Even the words used to describe the day are opposites. In the dictionary, to graduate means to finish, as in to finish a course or a college or school. However, commencement means the act of beginning or starting. But taken together, these two words describe exactly where you are in life. You are finishing your high school careers. Hopefully, these past few years have been good to you and you have been prepared well. On the other hand, you are just beginning in life. You have many, many years of a fantastic roller coaster ride in front of you. I'd like to tell you a little story. One day, a man comes running into his house and tells his wife that he won the lottery and she should pack a suitcase. Of course, the wife is very happy, but wasn't sure where they were going and asked her husband what type of clothes she packed. Her husband responded, "I don't care, just get out." The reason I told that story to you, as graduates, you are a little like the lady in the story. You are sitting here very, very happy. It is time for you to get out. And we don't care where you're going. I don't mean that in a bad way. Some of you will be moving on to college, some to marriage, some to jobs, some to the military, and we wish you all well. But as I said, this is a day of opposite. And the difference between the class of 2009 and the lady in the story is that we know when you leave us, you will be taking a lot of fantastic memories, a great education, and our best wishes. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts. The senior class president, Mr. Derek Anderson, will now introduce our speakers.
Good evening, everybody. At this time, I would like to introduce our three senior speakers for this evening. Kelsey Garman, Samantha Erder, and Brandon Hoke.
Good evening, Kenton High School class of 2009. Tonight, we close one chapter of our lives and anticipate the opening of another. We end 12 long years of reading books, doing hours of tedious homework, participating in sports, and attending homecomings and proms. After shaking hands, receiving diplomas, and switching our tassels. We will begin this new chapter by attending college, joining the military, or entering the workforce. We all have many people we should thank tonight for getting us this far. First and foremost, our parents, for loving us and supporting us in everything. Moms and dads, without you being here, pushing us to do our best, none of us would be sitting in those seats tonight. Another thank you goes out to the teachers, principals, and guidance counselors from the last 12 years. Thank you for preparing us for the future and helping us choose possible careers. Once again, let us thank these important people for not only being there for us on this important night, but also being there for us through every major step in our lives and educations. To me, following dreams and achieving success go hand in hand. I hope that the following quotes do just that. The late Walt Disney once said, "All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them." He is saying that we can do anything we set our minds to if we just go out and try. Don't get too comfortable with who you are at any given time. You may miss the opportunity to become what you want to be. This quote by singer John Bon Jovi means to me that you should always strive for the best thing. As we follow our dreams, we should always want to go on to the next best step, no matter how easy or difficult it may be. Our memories at Kenton will last us forever, from Mr. Gilbert's hallway patrol to Mr. Boyles' lab coat and grunt. May we always remember those teachers and events that have had an impact on us. We must always remember the good times here and continue to build great memories throughout our lives that we can pass on to our children and grandchildren. As I look out among you, my classmates, it is truly strange to think we may never see each other again. As I was writing this speech, a thought dawned on me. It doesn't matter if we were best friends or just simple acquaintances. One thing will always bond us forever. This one bond is that we will always be the Kenton High School class of 2009. I leave you with one last quote from an Irish blessing. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sunshine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Congratulations and good luck, fellow graduates.
Welcome and thank you for joining us, the class of 2009, on our special day. A graduation ceremony is an event where the commencement speaker tells thousands of students dressed in identical caps and gowns that individuality is the key to success. The purpose of this quote by Robert Purvis is that it is not the ceremony today that is important. What is important is what we take from today and how we put to use everything that we have learned. In the next few years, we are all going to be faced with some tough decisions and tough circumstances. The way we handle these times will show us a lot about ourselves, who we have become, and how we have matured. When placed in tough situations, being strong enough to go against the crowd will really count in the long run. It is in these times where your individuality shows and truly counts. After today, we are given a clean slate, a new start. We are all going to leave here today, go our separate ways, and begin a new journey, hopefully continuing to work hard towards our goals and our dreams. Most people think of today as the day that we have all dreamed about since we were young children, the day we have worked hard towards for the past 12 years, the day we all realize that our lives are about to change. Today we are graduating and starting a new chapter in our lives. The choices we make and the paths we choose to follow now will have even more of an impact on our lives than they did before. Everything we do could influence our future and affect our goals and our dreams. With our new start, we will get to experience a whole new adventure, and we will make so many new memories. After we walk across the stage and are handed our diplomas, it will finally hit us that this stage of our life is over and we are moving on. So for me, tomorrow and the rest of my life is what I've dreamed about and worked so hard for. For me, today is a day to celebrate all that we have accomplished and get excited and prepared for what is to come. The point of all of us dressing the same today is to unite us all as the class of 2009. But as we leave here today, after the ceremony, we will all take off our caps and gowns, and our individuality will start to appear. And as the years go by, it will become even more noticeable. So as we leave here today, I challenge all of you to take advantage of your new start, make choices wisely, and think about the consequences of your actions before you make decisions, because now is when every little action counts. Congratulations, Kenton High School Class of 2009, and good luck.
Good evening. First and foremost, I would like to thank all who have shown up for today's graduation festivities. I know sometimes these graduation speeches can be dry and boring, so hopefully mine proves to be a little entertaining. This is a memorable moment in all of our lives, and without you, the parents, friends, and families, today would not have been possible. Thank you. To have reached this point in our lives is no easy task. As well as you, most of you might know. Sometimes life can have unexpected twists and turns, and before you know it, it feels like you just got the corkscrew at Cedar Point. I know, I've had those twists and turns, but with each twist and turn, I have grown a little stronger and a little wiser. Today, we celebrate a step forward in our lives, a step forward out of high school, and a step forward into our futures. Who would have thought that it would have come down to this? I mean, I know everyone expects to graduate, but now that I am, it's a much different feeling than I expected it to be. Running through my head are thoughts of sadness, excitement, nervousness, and curiosity. Sadness that this is my last time as a student at Kenton. Sad that this might be the last time I may see some of my classmates. And sad I am leaving my hometown. The excitement, though, outweighs the worries, and the nervousness will fade. And all of my curiosity will be fulfilled as I become, once again, a student, just with some different colors. Wildcat blood, though, will run through my veins all of my life. My days here at KHS have been both exciting and flat out boring, and I'm sure my classmates can agree with me there. Lucky for me, I have 4 more glorious years of schooling ahead of me. But at KHS, I have made more memories than I can remember, and have more friends than I can count on all my own fingers and toes. I have had great times and awful times in those halls and classrooms, and have probably drooled over a few too many textbooks. I will have to say that every teacher who has had me, or knows me, has been blessed by my angelic being, and will vouch that I was the perfect student to have in class, because I never made a sound, and always did my work. The most important thing I'm going to take out of my high school years are memories I have had shared with my friends and teachers. Without them, I would not have made it through these 4 years. A few of my friends have been with me a long time, sometimes I think too long. Then we will always have those teachers who will forever remain in our hearts. I don't think that Mrs. Martin will forget me being in her class, or the great times I have had with Mrs. Bartlett or Mr. Stuck. And which one of us could forget our year with Mr. Broyles? And to make Mrs. Cole happy, I do plan to read at least a few of my required books in college. These are the memories we never want to forget. I wanted to find a story that was both inspirational and true. A story about life and its hardships, but also about its fruits and benefits. I thought long and hard about what story I wanted to share. I searched far and wide, and eventually I came across one that I think fits what I want to say and goes along with this very moment. The story begins in Seoul, South Korea. Here, a boy was born to a life that was not meant for him and to a mother who could not care for him on her own. So, in order for him to have the best life possible, she put him up for adoption, and he was adopted by a family in America. The man and woman were so excited to finally have a child of their own and loved him for everything he was. This boy grew and went to school, doing his best and trying his hardest in all he did. He did things like all little boys do and got in trouble like all little boys do. Though, despite his orneriness, his parents raised him to be the best he could be. There was not a day that went by he wasn't thankful for all they had done for him and was grateful that they rescued him from a life nothing like his own. He only hoped that one day he could make an impact on someone's life like his parents had made on him. This story shows that nobody really knows what will happen to them, that we will never be able to know what our futures hold. Sometimes we don't always get that chance, someone else does. But when you get that chance, you should make the best of what it is. Don't throw it away and wait for something else that might come along. Life is unpredictable. The young man never knew he was going to be adopted, never knew his biological mother, and never knew he was being transported to another country. When he was old enough to realize what had happened, he could never thank that man and woman enough for what they had done for him. In my days at Kenton High, I've learned that our background and circumstances may have influenced who we are, but we are responsible for who we become. We as individuals need to step out with open eyes and open ears, with the confidence to succeed in whatever we do. Our future holds many opportunities for us. It is our job to make them what we want them to be. I know as kids we dream of being astronauts and firemen, doctors and scientists. Now is the time we can make our dreams come true. I wish the very best for all of the 2009 class. I know that we will all look back someday and remember what it was like to sit in these chairs and finally let the feeling of graduation hit us like a ton of bricks. Again, I would like to thank everyone who has shown up for today, and thank you. Go Cats.
Thank you, senior speakers. At this time, we'll have the ceremonial passing of the spoon from the class of 2009 to the class president of 2010.
At this time, I would like to pass the spoon to the class of 2010, and here to accept it for the class of 2010 is Mr. Derek Snyder.
As a class of 2010 class president, I accept this spoon. As juniors, we look up to the seniors for leadership and guidance. The class of 2009, you have been role models for all of us. At the high school, in the class of 2010, hopes that we can follow the great example you have set. We wish you the best of luck in the future with the new challenges you may face. Always remember the Wildcat spirit inside of you. Go Cats.
Would the class of 2009 please rise? Mr. Roberts and members of the Board of Education, it is a pleasure for me to certify that these young men and women who are receiving their diplomas have met or exceeded the requirements for graduation as prescribed by the State of Ohio and the Kenton Board of Education. Therefore, these students are eligible at this time to receive from you their high school diplomas. Class, present yourself. Aaron Anderson. Derek Anderson. Josh Arthur. Graduating with honors and high distinction, Caitlin Barker. Logan Barker. Corey Barlow. Chase Barnes. Dalton Barnett. Mary Bennett. Rebecca Beanow. Elizabeth Blum. Heath Boland. Tyler Bordner. Nikki Brees. Jeremiah Brown. Graduating with honors, Ryan Carrick. Adam Chatfield. Natasha Collins. Paul Collins. Ashley Combs. Graduating with honors and distinction, Caitlin Conkle. Caitlin Cornwell. Randall Cummins. Isaiah Delapaz. Devin Reynolds. Graduating with honors and high distinction, Ashley Donnelly. Benjamin Donahue. Graduating with honors and high distinction, Samantha Erder. Cody Francis. Ilka Franz Robinson. Kevin Freshcorn. Amanda Gammon. Kelsey Garman. Ryan Gill. Allison Goebel. Shanita Harp. Lucas Hastings. Jody Hayter. Ashley Heberling. Kristen Heil. Graduating with honors and high distinction, Abigail Heilman. David Hill. Graduating with honors and distinction, Brandon Hogue. Ty Holbrook. Graduating with distinction, Brooke Hoop. Rexel Horn. Summer Howe. Jordan Hurst. Steph Jackson. Graduating with honors and high distinction, Aaron Johnson. Matthew Kelly. Tyson Kelly. Miles Kiefer. Alan Kendall. Graduating with honors and high distinction, Travis King. Caleb Kinnear. Paula Kruger. Maya Christiak. Ryan Laverne. Julie Leitner. Rachel Lloyd. Jacob Long. Seth Long. Graduating with honors and distinction, Jessica Lanyo. Jordan Mans. Amberlyn Markey. Cameron McLeese. Graduating with distinction, Kelsey McKenzie. Tyler McKenzie. Nick Milkadze. Dustin Mewhorter. Katrina Meyer. Michael Mock. Megan Moore. Curtis Morris. Jason Moyer. Benjamin Murphy. May Nakaya. Timothy Nelson. Slade Newfer. James Newkirk. Cody Newman. Katie Pash. Tiffany Patton. Dylan Perkins. Ashley Pettit. Nathan Pierce. Cassidy Powell. Alexandria Prater. Graduating with honors and distinction, Michelle Prater. Brianne Purcell. Bianca Piles. Kasim Kasimi. Shantona Randall. Graduating with honors and high distinction, Kylie Rollins. Dustin Ray. Emily Redding. Stacy Reff. Ashley Richards. Vanessa Richards. Lucas Reisner. Lindsay Robinson. Jeannie Ruddle. Gage Rulin. Colby Rush. Aaron Sneer. Vicky Shukart. Shaylee Sexton. Joshua Sheldon. Jordan Shepard. William Shepard. Graduating with honors and distinction, Garrick Sherman. Tika Smith. Graduating with honors and distinction, Anastasia Snyder. Ashley Sprang. Graduating with honors and high distinction, Julia Stalder. Travis Stanley. Tyler Stevens. Brittany Stokes.
Looking good, Travis!
Kara Stoller. Joshua Striff. Kelsey Stuck. Corey Serber. Timothy Taylor. Brandon Vermillion. Derek Ward. Graduating with honors and distinction, Allison Witteritz. Randall Wyant. Skylar Whitaker. Logan Wills. Danielle Wireman. Sierra Ziegler. And Sarah Zoller. At this time, our senior class president, Derek Anderson, will lead the class in the changing of the tassel. Please join me in congratulating the class of 2009.
Go 2009!
Oh, look at this kid. He's got